If I had to build digital authority from scratch, I mean, no followers, no audience, and maybe not even a live offer yet, I would definitely start with YouTube. Because YouTube is different. It's searchable, it's evergreen, meaning it stays relevant over time and can be searched up constantly, and bingeable. And in this video, I am going to show you my 3-part strategy to start building authority on YouTube. Hi, I'm Victoria, and this is going to be T.A.L.K.S, where I teach what I know, learn what I still don't, and keep it simple as I go. Let's start at the beginning. Why YouTube? Well, because 75% of users are here weekly to learn something new. And the average viewer spends about 40 minutes per session on this platform. I mean, that's not just scrolling, that is watching, and that is time with you. And then unlike other platforms where your posts kind of disappear after 24 hours, YouTube videos keep working for you for months, maybe even years. So if you create content that is both bingeable and evergreen, you have struck digital gold. This is the place where one great video can turn "I just found you" into "I just binge watched everything you ever made and now I think I trust you enough to buy." And that is what authority looks like. So let's do part 1. Pick your position. YouTube rewards clarity. So before you upload anything, I want you to be clear on what you want to be known for, what your position would be. Position means just that, your niche and perspective that you show up with and that people know that they'll get from you. So let's turn that into your DOS moment. I want you to write down 3 questions you want your audience to type into the YouTube search bar and find you. And that could be anything really. Passion of yours, an experience, a field of expertise. I mean, for me, my positioning combines my experience as a teacher, my background as a global business engineer, and my passion and roadmap to mastering digital marketing on like an expert level. Secondly, you want to plan your content buckets or pillars, and your content pillars will help you organize your ideas and to categorize what your audience can expect. And it will also help you to stay consistent without burning out. I mean, sometimes when you are a creative, you start getting idea after idea, and it's hard to manage all of these ideas without knowing when to say stop. So for example, my niche is digital marketing education, and my 5 pillars are Pinterest, YouTube, digital products and passive income, content strategy, and my personal journey. So each video I post ties back to at least one of these, and I always try to teach a bigger system in something that relates to digital marketing. So let's take another example. If your niche was fitness, your pillars might be meal prep, home workouts, gym form tips, mindset, and progress tracking. So try to define your 3 to 5 pillars. More than that makes it a bit confusing. And keep them visible when you plan your content. Because if it does not fit into one of your pillars, let the idea go. Or even better, write it down somewhere so that when you have time to take on another adventure, you have that list to refer back to. But your pillars will keep your channel coherent, and it will also help your audience know what to expect. In my opinion, it might help to keep them related, but even as a multi-passionate, you can still choose very different pillars like cooking, reading, fitness, content creation, and then just put it under like a broader niche like lifestyle, as long as every piece of content that you post still fits into one of your pillars, because then your audience won't care that they are very diverse. They will not be surprised every time you skip from category to category, but they will, however, be confused if you suddenly start talking finance, because that is not one of your pillars. And as I said, clarity is key. So find out what you want to talk about and stick to it. Now, the final part is to focus on searchability and scaling. And I think we should start personal again, because every video I make starts as a search query. I do research. I research what people are already searching for using YouTube trends and YouTube search bar. And then I script and iterate. I create clear titles and thumbnail designs, all just to be found. Once the video is online, I try to repurpose everything. I take my one video and the idea behind it, the research I did, the intent or the value proposition, and I turn that into other types of content. For me, that would be Pinterest pins for evergreen traffic. It would be email mini lessons for conversion, and it could even be future digital product outlines based on all of this. So YouTube is essentially the foundation, and the rest is how I scale that authority. And that is where the magic happens. When you optimize for search, but structure for bingeability, making people stick around video after video for preferably that 40-minute session or more. Of course, I'm building this as I go, testing systems, creating while being a present parent. So if you have an idea for a bingeable series that you want me to cover, let me know in the comments, because I do want to make this doable, and in doing so, make it doable for you. So here is your takeaway. 1, you don't need followers to build authority. You need clarity, consistency, and strategy. And YouTube gives you all 3 of those. Let me see those 3 search questions that you want to be known for. And remember, it's just one step at a time, and you are already out here doing it.